Oh, hey! I almost forgot the title of the movie that I'm reviewing and watching today. Wow, let's start this back. Not only that, I just had to turn my secondary audio on too. I'm forgetting everything today. Cuckoo! The long-awaited Zack Snyder cut. It's here. Thank you for checking out my channel. Randomly react and review first. This Zack Snyder cut, it came out today. I guess there was some type of tragedy, maybe an unspeakable tragedy that happened between him and his family. I believe he was like 30 to 40% done. I'm not too sure. Don't take me to court for that. An incident happened that took him away from completing the movie. So he always bragged about him having this Snyder cut. But god damn, they said this is 4 hours. I looked on the app, it said 4 hours runtime. 4 hours. Now I'm ready. I'm ready today. Or tonight-ish. It's like today, tonight-ish. This is 4 hours. Damn, this is going to take the rest of my night. Jeez. 4 hour movie straight shit. I got to get ready. I got to be prepared for this. Whew. I'm ready to go for this. So hopefully I'm ready for this journey that's about to be administrated to me. I'm equipped. Chili cheese dogs and tots. I couldn't wait. Delicious. And I got my popcorn. And some strawberry and watermelon sour straws. And some white chocolate Reese's. And beverages. I got my delicious sweet tea. Only the best. My Mountain Dew, of course. With some delicious, yummy room temperature water. Oh yeah, I did forget that I do have my ice cream bars in the freezer. But watching this movie, if I'm immersed into the movie, I'm gonna be too lazy to go and get them ice cream bars out the freezer. And my apple. See, the thing about my apple that I picked out today, I thought this apple was beautiful. It's not like all the way red. It's not all the way green. It's like a nice blend. It's kind of artsy. A nice little blend of the red and green texture. A nice amount portioned evenly throughout the apple. Dang, look, I almost... 4 hours? Shit! You can't play with people time. Not in these times. Not in these days. No, 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 no. These seconds, these minutes, these hours, they're so precious now. I mean, 4 hours, and then the LeBron game come on tonight at 10 o'clock, I believe. 10 o'clock or 10:30, I'm not too sure. So I got 4 hours. Alexa, what time is it? I don't got my phone in nothing.
It's 7:37 p.m.
7:37?
Thursday.
Thank you. Happy Thursday to you too, Alexa. The LeBron game is recorded, so I should be able to catch up. Even if I'm like a half an hour, 45 minutes late, I should be able to catch up. Because, you know, I got to see King James, you know, the greatest of all time. I got to see that man play. And I wanted to try out this new PC game tonight. I think it's on Steam. Or is it a Steam game? I'm not too sure what the name is. I definitely probably stream my gameplay to see if it's a good game or not. But I better come back after this movie elated. I better come back feeling praised. Like I better feel good. 4 hours? Shit! 4 goddamn hours. Goddamn. Cuckoo! I'm back. Now, what had happened was that Thursday night when I was watching the Justice League, and that movie was 4 hours. By the third hour, it was like maybe close to 1 a.m. So I was thinking, I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna go to sleep because I was getting drowsy-eyed. And then when I woke up, I had all of this business to take care of. Like, business out of nowhere. Really? So by the middle of the day, I got even more busy. By the time my person was no longer occupied, it was like 2 a.m. So now it is Saturday. Let me backtrack. Thursday night got postponed to Friday morning. Friday morning got postponed to Friday night. So I ended up watching it this morning, Saturday morning, which is today's morning. Yeah, Saturday's morning. And I got something to say. Oh, it was a doozy. Now, let's see what I got to say. And this discussion is going to be spoiler full. Spoiler. Somebody got to tell me. Does Zack Snyder have this God complex? God complex. This bees. What I was meaning to say, does Zack Snyder have a God complex with superheroes? They're not normally they're not normally related to the people. Like how I grew up watching the superheroes praised as gods and oh, thank you God for helping and saving us. Instead of being like a friendly gesture, it was full with different scenes. It was like a totally different movie than the Jonathan Weaver. Jonathan Weaver, what's his name from the directing the Marvel movies that did this movie? Yeah, I butchered his name probably. Batman, he goes to acquire Aquaman's assistance. Aquaman shoves him away and brushes him off. You know how those typical movie tropes go. Bump his son over there and realize that he's gonna join the team, or he should have already joined the team the first time he asked. Whatever cliches they're gonna throw, I was expecting and waiting for it to happen. But it was the bar, I guess that's where this took place. Yeah, it was like a bar in Antarctica somewhere. It was really cold, so I don't want to butcher the location. Yo, so he's leaving, and he just goes in the water and dissipates, and then the town people gathers around and they just start singing. They just start singing some song. It wasn't like a bye bye song. It was like a oh, we've just seen a god. Oh, I don't want to say it's ominous because it was meant to be pleasant, but it was weird as hell. Jeez. He takes off his clothes and he just places it there. I guess he doesn't need it anymore because he's going underwater. They don't need the clothes down there, I guess. Then this town's lady, younger lady, she just comes in, picks up his jacket and sniffs it. She picks up his jacket and she sniffs it. And it wasn't just a little, it was like a, jeez. I thought her nose was gonna start bleeding, but yeah, that was nasty as hell. Ugh, nasty. I guess apparently Snyder wants us to realize his superheroes are so godly. So that was my first impressions. So this is what I was expecting, because this is like a modified version of a movie that was already created. Like we already had the Justice League, but this was this guy's Justice League. But he couldn't finish it off. And I was expecting a whole bunch of exposition throughout the movie to explain what was going on. But no, filler scenes throughout that beginning part. And they were filler scenes with a lot of slow-mo. Filler scenes with slow-mo and atmospheric music. Oh, what's up with me today? I think it's because I got somewhere to go. And I said, I'm going to do this first. Before I step out this door, I'm going to make sure I follow up from the other day when I was supposed to finish up with this review for this Snyder's Cut. There were just slow-mos for everything. No, literally. No exaggeration. Really everything. Oh, somebody's tying their shoe. Slow-mo. So, somebody saved somebody. Okay, a slow-mo. Maybe there. Then it was like looks. A hero would enter the room, and then it was like another hero would glance at what happened, and then it was like a slow-mo little interaction going on, and I was laughing throughout like most of those parts. I don't know if it was meant to be so amusing, but I don't know what that was, like what kind of tone that was supposed to bring. But then again, the Snyder's Cut. It had to be when we look at something, when we enter, our heroes are that godly. We're not those petty peasants from previously. I get it. Yeah, he did take it to another level because his version had a lot more blood. I mean, there was a lot of blood in this one. A lot. Every hero's introduction, they had to have that good old darn slow-mo. The presentation was meant for the audience for it to be felt. By the end of it, I almost felt like I needed to pray. I'm like, what are these gods? So I'm watching the movie. What is this? Shit. Each close-up felt a little bit too much. I mean, each close-up had the God music playing with it. WTF. time consuming. No need. It was stretched out. In those songs, it almost felt like a practice shoot footage. It felt like they were using some practice footage because the tints on some of the filters, the filters of the camera from the scenes that they were using, it didn't seem that Hollywoodish. But due to the circumstances of last year and everything that's been going on, I can understand and give that one a pass. I mean, yo, did Wonder Woman kill that guy in the bank? I'm like, Snyder's not playing. You got these superheroes. They up here killing them dudes. Snyder heroes got murder records on their case. Jeez, they ain't playing. Yeah, so there was the extra scenes that was involved. And at that point in the movie, I was like, dang, some of these scenes seem a bit redundant. Steppenwolf was better. He looked it way better than he did in the other one. His armor, a battle axe. I think he had the battle axe in the first one. The aesthetics of his outfit was crazy good. It was a much needed upgrade. That's what I should say. Yeah, it was way better. In that scene when Steppenwolf went for the first cube, oh man, he beat them up. He beat them ladies up. Jeez. Yeah, it was more footage to that scene because the first movie had it where it was a good scene. But this had a lot of extra stuff going on. Steppenwolf was beating them girls up. Well, that was a great scene. That scene was good, man. I didn't know the outcome. It was inevitable. But I just wanted those girls to make it. They were in such a unison. And then, of course, those songs would just play out of nowhere, unexpectedly. And I was just laughing. The extra scene that they threw in there with Willem Dafoe, that was a good scene. But it's Willem Dafoe. By the way, Darkseid was one of the few intros with no slow-mo or music. I kind of appreciate it, but almost was confused because it's Darkseid. Maybe he was the one that was supposed to get the big dynamic intro. I felt like they got the wrong one. Darkseid is too almighty for that lame, lackadaisical reveal. Jumping off that aircraft, he would have like levitated toward the targets with red eyes and his arms folded behind his back. But we wasn't mesmerized. It was we was disappointed. Well, I was disappointed. I expected a lot. This is Darkseid. This is their top villain in DC. DC, one of the. Well, yeah, I expected more. He's one of their top villains. What the hell was that? They doing that construction on the streets, like down the block for about months. They loud as hell. I'm trying to record. Calm down. Yeah, they can't hear me. And his aesthetics was off. This was not the Darkseid I know. I'm like, he looked like Conan the Barbarian Darkseid. Yeah. And I'm not claiming to be a DC expert, but I don't recall Darkseid having this battle axe. I can't really dive into that. To throw your own spin on such a iconic villain, that's almost criminal. Now, they did give the heck, I'm out of focus. Okay, they did focus now. Now they did give backstories to the mother boxes and explanations that wasn't in the first one. Oh my God. Do y'all hear that? I see the truck. It's like passing. I'm looking out my window. It's the cat. What is those cat trucks? Those digging trucks. It's loud as hell. Excuse me, somebody's trying to do something in here. Right. It's loud. Boo, boo. But I guess in the first one, I guess we just accepted the lack of not too much information. We were just so happy to see all of those superheroes, some of our favorites, together, I guess. And they had the flashback scene. They showed the battle with Darkseid, and it looked like Darkseid was weak as hell. They were beating Darkseid ass. Darkseid was looking all weak. He was trying to fight back, and then they just nearly killed him. I think his arm almost got like amputated. No, dismembered. I'm like, this is Darkseid. He should be able to like red laser beam all of them. You know about Darkseid, you know with that laser beam, when that zigzag laser come out, It's a wrap. I know some probably don't like Flash intro, his little part that they introduced us with. Sorry, I'm not crazy and no paranormal stuff is going on. I'm just looking at these guys working. I'm like wondering when they're gonna stop, and they're coming close to like the front of my house. I can see the reflection of the downstairs of my house from the house across the street from their window. So Flash is that fast. So it was just like just a part where he saved the girl's life. He is that fast. Cyborg part was kind of hard to watch, but his powers, I mean, man, I didn't know he was that powerful. Cyborg is damn near unstoppable. Shit. Cyborg scene was kind of emotional. I almost shedded one. Almost. Okay, wait. Alfred is a scientist now? I never seen that iterated before. And Steppenwolf was just kicking butt in this one. In this version, all other alternate scenes, it's like a whole different version watching this one. It almost brings a different feeling. So it was like, that I gotta give a thumbs up. I gotta give it points for that because they had a movie and then they said, nah, that wasn't the real one. My one is the real one. And after showing us this new version, I was expecting it to be one of those situations where just have a few parts, or if somebody had a green shirt in the scene, now they have a red shirt. But it was all different. Like they scrapped out and crossed out and maybe just put in the original way it was supposed to be. But it was just a different movie. Because, you know, Batman doesn't have the abilities as his co-partners. He's so much more smart. So the scene in the other version, the way for them to tame Superman, sort of say, tame Superman down, he said to Alfred, you got the big guns, which was Lois Lane. Because, you know, Superman loves Lois, so he'll calm down. He's not going to be all crazy and in the world. He's not having those kind of emotions at that time when Lois is there. But in this one, that got scratched out, retconned. This version was more informative than the first one. Yeah, it was by far. Because the first one was 2 hours. This one was 4 hours. But some would say 4 hours is a bit much. But the first one, it was like each scene, it didn't even make sense how they were thrown together. It was like, it felt like something was missing. We're getting what was missing. So I'm not going to knock it for that. I did get a little teary-eyed for maybe a split nanosecond when Clark met up with his mom. That was the bathroom break. It's over. Whoa, that Superman, him getting the black suit. I was at the edge of my seat at that point. That was a good scene. I cannot deny that. I was almost like, man, this part right here, they almost be knocking on Marvel's door, but only almost. Now, some of the CGI was atrocious, and some wasn't. I am gonna give a pass because due to the pandemic and hard times, it must be really difficult to get the best production team and with the best scheduling time. Pandemic. This force field that they've been bigging up throughout this whole movie, it broke fairly easy. I mean, Batman took that down. I don't know what was up with that. The hell, that's a phone ringing? Y'all hear that? That ain't my phone. The hell is that? Hello? That force field broke easy. I don't like that part because they made it seem like it was going to be such a resistance to the end, the climax of the movie, but it wasn't. This 4-hour movie, it was filled out with a lot of different slow-mos and some close-ups in these songs. Yo, on every attack, it was followed up with a song. I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. That was almost to the point where it was bad good. It was such a unique situation. I'm not even going to deduct any points. No. And Alfred with the Master Kent, carry on. Superman was OP. Almost unbelievable. But it is Superman. But wow, he was OP. Flash scene was hard for me. It was very complexing. I couldn't put together the pieces of the puzzle what they wanted me to figure out. I'll just leave it as is like this. That Flash scene was one of the greater scenes I've seen in the action movie, but I couldn't quite put together what he was doing now. I would have to step into a description of quantum physics and the time realm that he goes into when you know what causes him to basically time travel. Yeah, that would be a lot. I can't put that together right now because I'm not a comic book expert or a scientist, so I would have to give it thought to make it presentable and understandable. That scene was crazy because they actually failed their mission, but he had to heal himself. And Flash does have these extreme powers. He's the fastest Marvel or DC. Yeah, he's the best. He's the fastest of anybody. Beyond the speed of light. I'm trying to find a word to describe how fast this guy is, and it's not coming to play. Empty. It was really, really good. I like that one. That definitely changed the game. That made that a different kind of movie. It made me like it a different kind of way. I was like, wow. I was amazed. And yeah, they teamed up and they killed Steppenwolf. I did not expect that. I mean, they teamed up. I mean, they each got their little piece in, and he got beheaded. He went back to Darkseid decapitated. Didn't like that, so they was having a little eye stare off. The anticipation has risen for the next one. Is it gonna be a next one? Is it? Because I don't know if he said he's gonna make a part 2 to this. They should. It was good. I liked it. That was the conclusion of that. My final judgment for that movie. I would say that was a good movie. It was better than the other one. It was really better than it by far because it explained everything and it answered every question that I had that I was left with no answers with in the first one. In my opinion, that was a good movie. Now, I don't know if you would call that an extra scene because it just rolled off. It was like the movie was ending and then the other scene just, we got more footage to add on. It went down just like that. The little extra credit scene that was thrown in, that little extra footage that they did have to throw in, I guess. I don't know what that was because it seemed like the movie was ending. And then they had the little extra part right there. And it was maybe, I guess, some kind of dream sequence. Yeah, it was a dream sequence. And Jared Leto, he was in there. He was pretty good. He was good. I don't know why they don't really like him as the Joker. But he seems like a really good one to me. I like them. It seemed like they were all battling Superman. And that's not a good little situation they had going on there. Then Batman wakes up and then Martian Hunter, he appears and he's talking to Batman as if he wants to be recruited, I guess. Because he's too powerful to just want to join their team. So I guess he was suggesting that they would be more powerful. So I guess that was him wanting to join the team. And Batman basically said, sure. And I guess that was the end of it, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been the last part, because, yeah, then he flew off. And then it was like, this movie's for Sharon, or I don't know Zack Snyder's daughter's name, but I believe that was his daughter. It was a tribute to her. So I don't want to be biased to that and a prisoner of the moment, but after watching that did give the movie extra points because that got to be hard to do. And he came back after all of that to say, no, I got to finish this, or maybe she wanted him to, or maybe she was a fan of the Batman movies. I don't know. And I liked it. So that was it. So I'm about to end the video now. That was the end of my review for the Justice League of the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Why am I so tongue-tied today? Zack Snyder's Justice League review. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. See you guys next time. I don't know what I'm doing next, but I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe and stay smart. Oh boy, I forgot my outro. I'm Easy11. Thank you for checking out my channel. Randomly react and review first. I'm surprised I didn't forget the name of the damn channel. Let me get the out of here. Okay, stay safe and stay smart. Later.